Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. What's going on, everybody? Y'all been getting in tune with all the drama lately, all the latest headlines. Hey, 2025 ain't came in yet, man, but this motherfucker, this is 2025 finna be popping. Man, 2025 finna be popping. Man, this motherfucking top on my motherfucking bowl. Oh, there you go. That motherfucker was stuck. Little tiny black piece. When you got that on, it makes the bowl a one hitter and shit. You know, I guess they like choke all the oxygen out, put the fire out. But I don't need it to be a one hitter. I need it to be a hitter. I had went by one of the neighbors' house earlier to go smoke, talk a little business and shit. You know, one of my two little girls, one of their friends. I be buying weed from one of their friends' mama and shit. And I had went over there to go smoke and talk with her for a minute about an upcoming project I'm working on and shit. You know, for those who follow me, you probably have a clue about what I'm talking about. But those who don't, then you just don't. So, but yeah, I'm 2025 coming up close, and I'm trying to put this podcast out. I love to put it out for like on my birthday weekend, because my birthday fall on a Saturday this weekend, and it fall on a Saturday this coming January. So I don't know, man. Things are looking up, so I'm just trying to get everything in order, man, so I can make sure that shit, when crunch time come, man, I'm ready to go. That motherfucker hitting good right now, too. I took the filter out of it because it come with a filter, but I ain't gonna lie, that shit is harsh without the filter. But be having a nigga fucked up. I'm about ready to get me a new bong though. Yeah, I'm gonna get me a new bong soon and shit. I was thinking about getting a hookah set and just smoking weed out of it. Like get the partners together, man. Put some weed in there, man. Hookah with some niggas on a real smoke session. I think that'd be what's up. So I don't know, just a few things that a nigga been thinking about working on and shit. Making it do what it do, baby. But what's going on with all y'all out there this evening, man? What's going on with America? With America? I had to check some shit on Facebook. Check some shit on Facebook. I just read a funny post. Well, it was supposed to be funny and shit on Facebook and shit. On the post, whoever posted, they put buying girls OnlyFans versus watching Pornhub is the equivalent to supporting small businesses versus big corporations. Look at your friend's butthole instead of a stranger's this holiday season. And that immediately has me thinking about that whole situation, man, that whole scenario. OnlyFans, our friends and family that do that shit and shit. And it's like, I don't ever want to come off as like I'm downing no motherfucker and shit, cause I'm not. But that shit just ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, I'm a thirsty ass nigga just like any other motherfucker, red-blooded man walking this earth and shit. But I know them things about myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't place myself in situations where I'm vulnerable, where I don't feel like I'm totally in control. And I think when you go down an avenue of watching people's OnlyFans or some shit, I think I think that's just you opening up a part of your life that you realize you don't realize you might not ever be able to close up and shit. And opening up that part of your life is really gonna dull out, if not kill off, that real part in your life and shit. Like a lot of people ruin they sex lives because of the type of porn they watch or the type of sex they have. You know what I mean? It's like, man, your dick, your pussy, your vagina, whatever you motherfuckers want to call it, your coochie, whatever you motherfuckers call it and shit. Them motherfuckers are muscles for the most part, You just gotta have exercise to keep them in shape. But if you overdo it, you blow that muscle out. And it's a lot of motherfuckers females out here, man. They be trying to figure out, like, they don't know what it is and shit. They do everything they can, but they just can't find the right man, a good man. And the truth of the matter is, you fucked up when you was younger and you blew your muscle out. And a lot of motherfuckers don't want to tell you and shit because, see, this is what you don't know about a blew out muscle. It's still a muscle and shit, motherfuckers still Still motherfucker. A motherfucker always gonna want to touch it, stick it. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying, stick around, keep that muscle. Nah, ain't nobody gonna want that muscle every day. Because we already understand it's already blew out and shit, so it ain't happening every day. It's gonna be useless. So it's a whole lot of y'all, man. Y'all, females I'm talking about, man. Y'all gotta get y'all motherfucking coochies like a 3-year resting period and shit. That's the only thing that could really revive a blew out coochie. You gotta take a 3-year break. You gotta damn near let that motherfucker close up. It gotta close up on its own. You can't try to be doing like them exercises y'all be reading and thinking that shit work, that Kegel shit. Nah, all that do is make your pussy hard, bitch. You don't want your muscle all hard and stiff. No, you just want it in shape. Right now it's blew out. You just gotta let that motherfucker rest and heal up. About 3 years, and that motherfucker will go back to new. I know a whole lot of y'all didn't even know that. Ask one of your aunties or elders who put that coochie on the shelf at some times in their life. They'll tell you I'm telling you the truth. You gotta let your coochie rest for 3 years when you blow that motherfucker out. A lot of y'all ain't getting y'all motherfucking muscle no time to recover and shit. Y'all don't realize that motherfucker, you tore that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You blew your ACL out in your coochie.
Let's open up quick, shall we?
You have Trump, you have all this shit. And after that, you got what all this shit is. Entertainment, Hollywood.
Entertainment.
Run that back, run it in schools.
You just broke it down.
8 billion people are being controlled by 100 families.
Who are these families?
These are the elite oligarchs that control the planet. They literally run us. They tell us what to do, hear, see, smell, taste, touch, feel, where we can go, where we can't go. They're running us. The governments are put in place to work for the people. Got it flipped and they got us working for them.
Right.
And telling us what they're going to do to us if we don't listen to them. That's the opposite of what it's supposed to be. The reason why the world it is today, or why we have this boot on our neck, it's because of us. We're the problem. They're sharks. A shark smells blood, a shark attacks.
Right.
A shark is going to be a shark. How come we as 8 billion people haven't stopped falling for these divide and conquer tactics and stopped fighting each other, scraps, and realize who the real enemy is? While we're fighting each other, they're just cutting up the pie and laughing at us. Left wing, right wing, all the same bird. There's no such thing as a Democrat or Republican. The only thing that does exist, like I say, is a group of elite oligarchs that torture men, women, and children. That exists.
That's what I want to be able to do. Have conversations with motherfuckers about that shit, man.
God runs the world.
I hate it.
Then under that, you got
watching y'all and a whole
Conservatives
lot of times,
are the most hated individuals within the entirety of the so-called black community. As a matter of fact, this one right here is more hated than the individual who goes into a neighborhood and poisons that neighborhood, i.e. the dope dealers, or the individual who causes mayhem, death, and destruction, i.e. the shooters and the gang members. This individual is hated more than the one who promotes a message of perpetuating the very same toxicity and trauma. So you may be asking yourself, what kind of destructive, vile message would an individual like this, the black conservative, be preaching that is causing such a deep disdain? I'll tell you what that message is. It's a message of
I hate how
perhaps
misunderstood
you can
she
do
is.
for
Man,
yourself.
y'all motherfuckers pathetic.
Maybe racism isn't what's holding you back, but instead a lack of information, understanding, and essentially taking advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you. That you are able to uplift yourself and do for self. These are the messages that are seen as problematic. In the same breath where somebody will yell out free Dirk or free Young Thug or whatever other individual is locked up that week, in the same breath, they will call this woman problematic. They will call this individual the problem. Conservatives are the most hated individuals within the entirety of the so-called black community. As a matter of fact, this one right here is more hated.
See what this talking about. Holocaust wasn't real, by the way. Not in the way that it was taught to us.
We about to rewrite the family history. We going up like the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. Hey, we about to rewrite the family history. We going up like the Statue of Liberty. We about to rewrite the wrongs. Father forgive them cause they didn't know what they did. They were just trying to live. They were just trying to provide
video, man. It's a dope ass. That was a dope ass fucking video, man. This is a dope ass video.
On folks like drinking the poison and wishing they died in the end. But really you killing yourself. But really you hurting your wealth. I'd rather go buy me a new deck of cards, just like the hand I was dealt. I learned if you really want to see change, you gotta go do it yourself. I'd rather go play in the game than sit on the side like everyone else. There's so many secrets and so many lies, I could've just blamed them all. There's so many times I
one of the three representations that we know of the young Cleopatra. My name is Doug. I'm a Department of Museum Volunteers. I'm a docent, so I spend a lot of my time touring these galleries. We're standing now in the Gallery of Ancient Egypt. She's made of granite. If you look at her, she doesn't look like a fabulous beauty. Actually, she probably wasn't known so much for her beauty as for her intelligence. The Ptolemies ruled Egypt for 300 years. None of them spoke Egyptian. Only Cleopatra spoke Egyptian as well as 7 other languages. So she was probably known for her intelligence.
Egypt was a black. Europeans invented the theory of white Egyptians who were merely browned by the sun. Experts do not seem to support this view. I phoned 7 Egyptologists at random around the country, and all 7 said it is completely untrue, then asked that their names not be used.
You had 7 Cleopatras.
Went off into a little mini. I wouldn't call it daydream because I was actually thinking about something, not dreaming. But the whole point is I zoned out for a second and I just realized it's the same motherfucking video. Goddamn. He might have overdid it a little bit, whoever did this video. Put a little bit too much in one.
When Kamala Harris was sworn into office, she placed a black purse disguised as a Bible on top of the Bible so she wouldn't have to touch the holy book.
Come on, man.
Joy cometh in the morning. Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
When Kamala Harris
I don't know how real that shit is.
Kamala Harris was sworn into office, she placed a black purse disguised as a Bible on top of the Bible so she wouldn't have to touch the holy book.
Come on, man.
Joy cometh in the morning. Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
When Kamala Harris was sworn into office, she placed a black purse disguised as a Bible on top of the Bible so she wouldn't have to touch the holy book.
Come on, man.
Joy.
We need some black vigilantes.
No, we don't.
This dude was an actor and a faggot. They went and turned him to a president on y'all ass, and they laundering all our motherfucking money through Ukraine. Fighting in all of his butt.
Breaking news, FBI agents are saying if Kash Patel becomes FBI director, it would cause massive damage to the agency and are threatening to quit. Is this the same Department of Justice that targeted parents who were showing up at school board meetings in order to protect their children from indoctrination? Department of Justice that's been targeting Christians and going after Democrats' political opponents. Literally showing up at the homes of Trump supporters in order to question them about the social media posts they've been making. Agency that had agents going out to BLM protests and kneeling. Same agency showing up to rainbow parades, waving flags in order to show their allegiance. Same agency that showed up to pro-life protesters' homes, the weapon on as their little children watching horror. Same Department of Justice that allegedly had agents at the Capitol. And this didn't just begin. We can go all the way back to the Black Panthers and what happened to Fred Hampton. Basically what I'm trying to get at here is, what is this massive damage that can be caused by Kash Patel becoming the director? By massive damage, you mean getting rid of all the radicals who've infiltrated the Department of Justice in order to target innocent Americans. I'd say good, and all those who want to quit must have something to hide. It's a new day. It's time for the corruption to come to an end. I know we have some great agents who do some great work within these agencies. We've also seen a lot of corruption that's led to a lot of evil being done. God bless Kash Patel. God bless America. Breaking news, FBI agents are saying if Kash Patel becomes FBI director, it would cause massive damage to the agency and are threatening to quit.
I don't think the common American is truly grasping, which is like the cabinet that Donald Trump putting together. Like, he might not be picking the most spotless charactered people, but he picking people that are anti-corruption. You know, he was trying to put together like an anti-corruption dream team to clean the fuck out of, you know, American politics at the moment. You know, what's the saying they got? Drain the swamp. And man, all these major corporations and organizations and affiliations and whatnot, they doing everything they can to interrupt that process. That's why they you see they just had a story like 75 poets or some came together to sign a petition urging one of his picks not to be confirmed or some shit. You know, it's like, man, who gives a fuck? No, the American people, we the people, we tired of the same old bullshit, same old corrupt bullshit. Boot getting tighter and tighter on our motherfucking neck. Every year, more and more. All these motherfuckers know is taxes. A new tax for this, tax that, tax those. Fuck them taxes. I'm sick of that shit. I'm one of them motherfuckers who have to pay taxes. And I hate that shit. For real. I want the motherfucking presidents that want to get rid of taxes and the IRS and all that shit. Fuck that shit. Y'all listen to this.
You know what I mean? I can make songs talking exactly about him, and he can't talk about me because he know. I'm the one that used to buy him champagne. All that shit he talking, that was me buying him that. He talking about my lifestyle album. Because when he was doing his album, he was broke, nigga. I was having money. The shit he talking about was my life. Thug life. That's what he talking about. All that Junior Mafia, them niggas was young motherfuckers that used to hang around that I used to give money to get on a train to go home at night. Little Caesar and all of them.
And Kim and all that.
Yeah, so now they rapping against me, and you can imagine how I feel. When I got arrested in New York, I got arrested for Biggie. Them guns in my room was Biggie's guns because them cowards left the room when they heard the police was downstairs, and everybody left their guns in my room. So I got 4 guns in my room. Serial numbers scratched out, and I did not snitch. I took that case. So you can imagine how I feel when I'm in jail for that case, and he out there living a mafia lifestyle, giving me no money, giving me no respect, giving me no tribute, rolling with my uncle was there when I got shot. I mean, come on, man. I'm not paranoid. Big Papa don't mean nothing to me. He know it. He know it. That's why he can't fight me. That's why he can't battle me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can make songs talking exactly about him, and he can't talk about me because he know. I'm the one that used to buy him champagne. All that shit he talking, he buying him that. He talking about my lifestyle.
Yes, vote.
Do you agree with some of your Democratic colleagues who say that President Biden's pardon of Hunter Biden was wrong, unwise, it's personal interest ahead of duty?
Got nothing for you on that.
Are you concerned with the lack of transparency, lack of honesty?
In the end, we do not answer to bureaucrats in Washington. We answer to God in heaven. Christians are under siege. We must protect content that is pro-God. We love God, and we have to protect anything that is pro-God. We must defend God in the public square and not allow the media or the left-wing groups to silence, censor, or discriminate against us. We have to Christianity back into our lives and back into what will be again a great nation. What can we do? Stand up, speak out, and pray that God will bless America again. In the end, we do not answer to bureaucrats in Washington. We answer to God in heaven.
Woman preaching and a woman stripping, same thing. You bullshit.
A woman preaching and a woman stripping, they are on the same level. They are abominations to God. You don't believe me? Do we have to get Craig to look up the...
Oh, Lord.
Craig, find them scriptures for your ass.
Yeah. Timothy 2, verse 12 says,
Timothy 2, verses 12, bitch.
I do not permit a woman to teach or to exercise authority over a man. Rather, she is to remain quiet. And then that's the end.
Your job in life, according to God, is to get a man, stand in the background, and when you got information that might help him, whisper it to him, well, can't nobody else hear it. That's what the scripture just said.
Yeah.
Baby. And you got to be quick. Don't have no long, drawn out shit. You got to be, I just want you to know. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. Thanks, bitch. Hey, stripping, preaching, same thing. 1 Timothy 2, verse.
People don't really know me. Like, I'm blessed that I have the money to start this political party. I'm not gonna make no apologies for how much cake I get. That has empowered me, but I know once I get it, I'm going to fund the. I'm a black nationalist. I'm unapologetically black. I have to take care of the tribe first. I cannot sit here and watch. This is my blood family. How you think I'm gonna be? I can't worry about nothing else. I love everybody. But right now, I gotta make moves and I gotta use my power for the advancement of people. Because we last. All I gotta do is get to action. I don't care if you understand it, you don't understand it. I'm a warrior. I've been in head to head with these folks in corporate America. When they ask the question, is there...
A huge part of the story of October the 7th was based on explaining away the results of the implementation of the Hannibal Directive. Hamas surely murdered people, mostly with gunshots, rifle shots, and grenades, handheld grenades, things like this. Well, who blew up this whole house full of people? Yeah. An Israeli tank did. Right. Who blew up all these cars? Israeli helicopters. But they put all that on Hamas. So they showed all this destruction. They said, oh, they tied up this family and then set them all on fire and they cut off the heads of all these babies. And they elaborated all of this stuff. There was one baby that was killed by a gunshot through a door.
Which is horrible. Absolutely horrible.
And it was apparently a Hamas member who fought and killed that baby. But what did they say? They claimed that there were 20 babies had their heads cut off and then they were hung from a clothesline. They said that a woman, and this actually happened in the Dar Yassin massacre in 1948, the Israelis did this to Palestinians, cut the woman's stomach open and killed her baby. That is a real story the Israelis did to the Palestinians. They lied and said that the Palestinians did that to them. Another story, true, from the Nakba. They took a man's baby and threw him in an oven. And they used that story that the Israeli.
It happened in the Titanic. There's a scene in the Titanic, and this is actually from true events, where the husband, the men had to stay behind, the women had to go, right? But the woman didn't want to leave her man. So she decided to stay with the man instead of getting on the lifeboat. And she was the richest woman. And the rich people get first service. But she said, if my husband is not willing to get on the boat, I'm going to die with you and get engulfed in the water with you. That's love. So love is not just happy feelings. I wouldn't want love if you're only going to love me when you feel good. I don't want that type of love. I want you to love me even though I'm a pain in your ass. You know what I mean? I want you to love me even though I get on your nerves. I want you to love me even though I can, make you angry and cry.